They try to amplify our ugliness and our differences and all that stuff. But in reality, we are the cool people because we are different. And that's what I fucking love. They call you ugly. I actually was called super short when I was younger. That was my main thing that everyone used to make fun of me about, was that I was short. I actually graduated high school at 5'1", and all my friends were like, I don't know, 5'8" plus, 6 feet, 6'2", like they were over 5'2", I'll tell you that. So that was my main one that's been with me my whole entire life, is being called short. Now, it's not technically ugly, but I was definitely not developed, or I wasn't exactly the most, I wasn't developed. And you may be called ugly because of your nose or your hair, your freckles, your skin type, which I will get to that soon, because I have another ugly thing. But how'd you handle it? I mean, for me, I was down in the dumps for a long period of time. I didn't even know why I was alive, to be honest. I didn't know, why would God make me the way that I am? I suffered so much for so long, around, 12 years of just nonstop bullying, stuffed in lockers, the old wedgies. Couldn't play my favorite sport. I love football. So I did karate, and karate gave me a lot of confidence. So I won't go too far into that right now, but on the negative side of it was I just felt like I couldn't do anything that my friends were doing, things that I saw on TV all the time I thought I could do, but I couldn't do it because of my size. And it affects you like yes, physically I was short, but at the same time as when people called me ugly in some way, I felt ugly, in a way where I manifested horrible patches on my arms, my body. I ended up getting psoriasis. So now I not only had the shortness, I also had the actual physical attributes of psoriasis, where I had red lesions all over my body and things like that, where I can't even take my shirt off, my pants, my legs. So I've been battling with this idea of ugliness. And today, I do take medicine for my psoriasis right now. Diet does help. It will help me in the future where I don't have to be on these meds, hopefully, for the rest of my life. But for now, I had to get out of the mindset of this lesion and these red marks and all this shit all over my body that I was ugly. Things that people could automatically indicate that this kid is different. When you were probably going through this process your whole entire life, maybe because of certain things or deformities, I'm not trying to make fun of you. This is more or less me trying to just get the words out. But, there are things that make us look different compared to the normal people, right? And up until now, that I'm 35 years old, past year or so after getting clear skin, that I really realized, it made me as strong as ever. It made me the strongest person that I could be, because I was given these type of attributes where it created a thick skin where now I can go out in public and not give a shit really about what anyone says. I can, probably perform live. I did stand-up, improv, public speaking, been doing all these type of things, and or try to learn anyways. And I've realized I really don't give a shit about what people on the outside really look at this point, because I've just had so many ways of, and so much time of people just looking at me. And then what you really realize, even so, is, yeah, of course, you have the family members and the close friends, or more of this is family members, but, you have people who you see on a regular basis that can make fun of you. But in most cases, people really don't give a shit. They really don't. I would love to hear, some of the stuff that you guys went through, because it's these type of things are what brings us closer together. Like now I have groups in this psoriasis, for example. It's an autoimmune disease, but deformity, birth defects and stuff is a whole different ballgame I would love to hear about, because again, I think one of the reasons why I got the psoriasis was because I too made fun of people who had deformities and things like that. And it's not something I'm proud about, but at the same time I was lashing out because of my shortness. I was 5'2", and I was really, the only thing I really had to deflect and maybe have a comeback was to make fun of somebody else's deformities or make fun of their appearances as a way to make me feel better for what they were saying to me, So it's a weird snowball effect that a lot of people end up having, is because we don't want to feel the pain of people's words because of the way we look. We can't do anything about it. What can I do? Really? I can do small things like, growing my hair out, for example, or work out and do things. But sometimes, you know, I think that was just more or less for me to feel better about myself, right? So how do you make yourself feel better? Maybe you are an expert at gaming, or maybe you're an expert at drawing, maybe you're an expert at something else where you can really show people who you really are in that way. People who are the regular people, normal people, they only are able to be aware of what they're taking in. You know, they only see one thing, and then if anything else is different, they're gonna make fun of it, or they're gonna feel cautious about it, right? So, you know, we're lucky, we're special because we know what it felt like, and what it does feel like, right? Where we had to go somewhere else to really show ourselves a little bit. Mine is, I think it's vocally. I think it's how I observe. But again, you have different ways too that you're kick-ass. So yeah, that's my little spiel about being called ugly. I would suggest you to look in the mirror, like eye contact for like 20 seconds, and kind of look at yourself and be like, you know, yes, I have these things that are different than other people, but I have these fucking things that are fucking cool. There's attributes that we can really bring into light. I kind of look at it like as a circus, right? And before, they used the circus to amplify the oddities of what we looked like, or the deformities, or whatever you want to call it, and they really amplified that where we were a show, a sideshow, right? But I think it was a way where they were amplifying how cool we were, how different we are, and like, wow, these people are different. Like, wow, look at that. Like, they're not like us, and that's like awesome because I don't want to fucking be you guys. Like, I want to be different with my other different people. So it's cool because they put us together. You know, this is a weird way of looking at it, I know, but you know, it's that thing where you look at it and it's like, you know, X-Men. They try to amplify our ugliness and our differences and all that stuff, but in reality, we are the cool people because we are different, and that's what I fucking love. So keep doing you. I know it's tough. The small words suck. I get that part. When people call you a certain name, let's use that as affirmation that we are fucking different. And being different is awesome because I don't want to be a sheep. I want to be the pink sheep due to my DNA. If you like this video, comment down below, like and subscribe.